getting sick, including the ship's own doctor. Well, yesterday, things started moving. Victor, I think it's now at least 5 confirmed cases of hantavirus came from the ship.
We've also learned of another confirmed case now in Switzerland.
Sierra's opening. Let's go say hi. Also, I want to try the new blueberry cobbler latte. I always get a kick out of seeing Sierra in her element, just, making drinks and pulling shots. And it's kind of like in the rare opportunity that I would see Tiffany do her thing. Even back when she worked at the Mexican food restaurant, when I sit in her section with the kids and watch her wait on other tables and the way she talks. Because, you talk to your family and your friends different than you talk to strangers, right? And when you're doing a job, especially something that's like your job and you're doing it, with a sense of urgency and accuracy versus just something around your house where you're just kind of I don't know, it's different. So I enjoy it. I saw Sierra this morning. She come downstairs, knew that she was opening. So I was like, okay. Again, I was going to get a coffee tomorrow, but I don't know if she's opening tomorrow. So my thought process was I'll go today since she'll be there. And then, whatever. So today's coffee is brought to me by Alfonso, AKA All Games Are Cool. Alfonso dropped, was it $15? No, $10. $10 for coffee last week's live stream. So Alfonso, thank you very much. This blueberry cobbler iced latte is on you. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. Speaking of live streams, we will have another live stream here on YouTube tomorrow, Friday, the day this vlog goes out. So be on the lookout for that. I know notifications are not super reliable. People say all the time they didn't get a notification when I went live. YouTube's notification system is very weird. They don't send out every notification to every channel that you turn them on for. They limit the number of notifications that they send out, and they limit the number of notifications that you get. So if let's say you subscribe to 100 channels and you have notifications turned on to all those channels, and 25, 30, 40 of those channels post an update today, you will not get all 30, 40 of those notifications. YouTube has been very clear about that. They don't want you to be overwhelmed by notifications, even though you turn them on, right? They themselves throttle the notifications. And so because I post a daily vlog, my assumption is they don't send the live notification out to everyone. It also really comes down to how often do you tap on those notifications. They can see that data. They can see whether or not you tap on a notification and go to the video or the stream or the channel when the post goes live. So if you're somebody who gets a lot of notifications but don't actually tap on the notifications, you're actually telling YouTube that you don't want those notifications, and so they send them to you less often, because YouTube would rather send you less notifications than send you all the notifications and you turn them off, because that's the other problem is people turn off notifications to all of YouTube and then they're not getting any notifications. So YouTube's trying to manage that by throttling the notifications. So that's why some people don't get the notification. All I can say is this: if you have notifications turned on for my channel, the bell icon, you get the notification ding when I post a new video or I go live. Take a moment to actually tap on the notification. Even if you can't watch that video right now, you're sending the signal to YouTube that you do want to watch that video and I do want this notification. So I know it's a little extra work. I'm just saying, if the notifications really are important to you, if that's how you know when the video is live or when I'm live, then tell YouTube that you want those by tapping on those notifications. And if you get notifications for a channel that you don't want them, take the time to go to the channel and turn off notifications for that channel. Again, you're telling YouTube uses all this data as signals, what you want, what you don't want, to tailor the experience. So the more information you give YouTube, the better your experience is going to be. On a different note, Bryce comes home today. I am so excited to see him. I'm excited for the summer. Tiffany she's just over the moon right now thinking about Bryce coming home for the summer. But she's already thinking about the end of summer and how this might be Bryce's last summer home. This is probably gonna be the last summer where all 4 of us are living in the same house. That's a real reality, because this time next year, Sierra will be graduating with her bachelor's degree and becoming a full-fledged teacher. Depending on where she gets a teaching job, she may or may not have to move out, right? If she gets a teaching job in like Tempe, Scottsdale, Chandler, Mesa, Gilbert, she's gonna have to move, right? Maybe not right away. She'll do the commute and start looking for a place to live, or she might, because again, I don't know how quickly she's gonna find a job. I mean, it's gonna happen right away, but I don't know the timeline. Does she start looking in the summer? Does she, because the school year starts in August, so I imagine as soon as she graduates, she starts applying to different school districts to try to find a job. And I know for a fact she's going to try to stay in the West Valley. Like, we all live in the West Valley. Like, my mom is the only one that doesn't live west of the I-17. So I know for a fact that she's going to try to get a job in the West Valley, right? It doesn't mean it's guaranteed, and if she got some awesome, sweet deal to work in the East Valley, she'd take it, obviously. So, with that being said, there's a chance that Sierra moves out next summer. Bryce has his apartment in Flagstaff that he's moving into next fall, and his lease technically goes through the summer. So as of right now, the plan is that when next year's school year ends, he's staying in Flagstaff. He'll have his car, hopefully he'll have a job. He will. He'll have to have a job. So he'll just stay up in Flagstaff next summer. So that's where this is the last summer for all four of us to live in that same house, and it's already hitting Tiffany. Okay, it's 7:45. I'm done with my Costco shop. Only one thing I couldn't get. They're out of. Decent, like normal shop for a Thursday. Actually, light on the lighter side. Things are definitely slowing down. Makes my dad nervous, but I'm trying to change his mindset. Like, it's okay, things are going to slow down, but that also means our labor should go down. And that's the big change in the way we're doing things. On top of that, if we're slower, it frees me up to go out. I just keep talking about the same stuff. Something that kind of came to mind, I saw a video on the way in here waiting for a train. This guy was saying he works in an oil field, and he got a big boy job working in oil fields, makes anywhere from $800 to $1,000 a week. And he's like, it's crazy that the social media money that I'm making from Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and sponsors, he's like, any given day, I can get an email or a message saying, hey, you did this. Here's $800. Here's $500. Here's $1,000. He's like, there are some weeks that I make twice as much from social media as I do from my oil job. And the point of the video wasn't to gloat or to boast, but it was more like encouraging people to say, hey, if you are into something, if there's something that you are passionate about, there's something that you like to talk about, he's like, make content. He's like, make the video. He's like, forget about the dances and I don't know, he said something else I didn't know what he meant was, but basically he's like, talk about what you're into, share what you're into. He goes, because it's crazy the opportunities that social media can come up with. And it's funny because that's exactly what I've been saying for years, is like, make content about things that you love. When I was streaming full time, people would come to my stream saying, hey, I'm thinking about streaming, or I'm thinking about making YouTube videos, but I don't know what to make. I always say the same thing. What's the one thing that you can talk about more than anything else in the world every day for the rest of your life and never get tired of it? Whatever that thing is, that's what you should make content about. The funny thing is, I don't have that thing. There isn't like one thing that I'm so passionate about to make content around, right? It's why my life is everything. But my life is so random and variety that's why I've always struggled with daily vlogs as far as notoriety. Eventually my kids, my family was that one thing, and family vlogs were a thing, and now they're not really a thing. But I'm listening to this guy talking, I'm like, yeah, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. And then I kind of stop for a second, I'm like, but I don't have that one thing. Like, there really isn't any one thing that I'm so in love with and so passionate about. Like, I like playing video games. I like movies, TV shows, and sci-fi, but I'm not into any of those things so much that I'm like in the nitty-gritty in YouTube vlogging. That's my one thing. But even then, I just don't. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like I have something tangible to talk about on such a consistent basis to make content all the time about. I don't want to be, and that's the difference too. Is I don't want to be a guru. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to make courses. I don't want to be a consultant. Like, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer those questions. But I'm not a salesman, so I've never been in the frame of mind to create a course or create a blueprint. It seems like everyone's making blueprints these days, or they're making a mastermind class, and it's like, I don't know, not my thing. So listening to this guy talk this morning, and I just kind of laughed, and I was like, I 100% agree with him. I 100% encourage what he's saying. I personally don't have that one thing to make content about on a regular basis. It sucks. It really does. So I just keep vlogging my life. Good music definitely helps in the mornings. Well, with anything really, not just mornings, but with the shops. Just listen to some good music. I used to listen to podcasts all the time. That was my, shop audio. But I don't know. I tend to find music to be more productive, keep my vibes up. And I just found this new artist, Lauren Sanderson, with an S, Sanderson. She got a new single out with Fred Durst, which is probably why it showed up on my feed. I'm a big fan of Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. And she got a new album that comes out end of this month. So of course I went to her profile on Apple Music, listening to her latest album, which is 4 years ago. And it's an alternative. She's changed genres like 3 times. Her first album was R&B and soul, and then she went to pop, and then now she's an alternative. And I'm like, okay, interesting. But now it makes me really curious to hear her range. She's changed genres 3 times. I'm enjoying the alternative one so far. I dig her lyrics, dig her voice. I can't stop smiling. I don't know why. It's Thursday, and I feel like this week has just been the best week ever for no particular reason other than it's not been hell. And maybe it's because we had such hellish weeks back to back to back that now that we have like a quote unquote normal week, it's like, this is awesome. I don't know, I can't explain it. Like I said, it sounds dumb, but I literally am finding myself just smiling ear to ear for no damn reason. I probably look like a fucking fool. Part of it, I will admit, is thinking about Tiffany. Just, I don't know, the last couple weeks, just, she makes me smile. Just seeing her do her thing and just be so dialed in, so locked in on everything that she's doing. I think I've said this to you before in other videos, but like, this truly is the best version of her in all of the 28 years we've been together from start to finish. This is the best version of her I've ever seen. And she'd say that too. She'd admit that. Like, that's not just me saying that. She's healthy, she's fit, she's strong, she's confident, she's happy. One of the things that she kind of said, and it kind of attributes to this, is that, she became a mom at 21 and 22? 22. Yeah, she became a mom at 22. And so by her choice, like, it was like, no accidents. We chose, everything was intentional, right? We bought a house, we got married, we got pregnant. But because she did it at such a young age, she never really had a chance to focus on herself. She never had a career aspiration other than being a mom. So now here she is, 43, and she's completely dialed in on herself and focused on herself because she doesn't have to worry about her kids right now. The kids are self-sustained on their own kind of thing. And so I think that's the biggest difference, is that she's focused on herself and bettering herself. And we all win when that happens, right? All All right, Restaurant Depot, short list. I gotta check and see if they brought down, oh, wrong aisle. Wait, no, we need a paper first. I hate when you need one item in the middle of the row, of the aisle. Then you have to backtrack and go around to get to the other side. Market wax, bakery wax. Market wax, 6 by 10.5. 6, 10.5, 12. There we go. Looks like I beat the rush. There's like 3 gigantic lines. They're actually pulling people from other departments, which is good. They're learning to be more like Costco, where they bring people in, like, oh crap, managers and other department heads to just get the lines down. You know, if everybody works together, it'll get done faster. But yeah, no, I did wait like 5 minutes. Not a big deal. But like, I look back as I'm walking out and it's like 3 giant lines. I'm like, oh, yep, I'm out. See you. 8:45, we're done. I do have to go to Shamrock though, because I went there yesterday and they did not have all the soft serve that I needed. And the chocolate they had was dated for tomorrow. So use by dates tomorrow. I can't ship that to my Slow and Wickenburg customers. It has to last them a week. It's not gonna work. So yeah, we're gonna go to Shamrock right now. I did order the chocolate. I don't know why I didn't order the vanilla. I should have, because I grabbed all the vanilla. Like I grabbed everything that they had. And I need, I don't know, 6 or 8 more. So hopefully they got vanilla. All right. It is 3:30 and I just got back from the gym. Swung by Bulbazona because Thai iced tea with boba sounded great. Even though I got a coffee this morning. Shh, don't tell anybody. I guess, yeah, well, nobody technically paid for this. I paid for this, but I did have some extra money from Alfonso. So I guess technically Alfonso paid for the coffee this morning and he partially paid for this iced tea. So thanks, Alfonso. I got out of work early today. My brother left early. My dad left a little early. I had my YouTube partner manager call at 12, and I was there till about 12:45. Or the call went on until about 12:45. And then I wrapped a few things up, and I left a little after 1 o'clock. I had a couple phone calls to make, a couple emails to make. And then, yeah, I hit the road like, I don't know, I think it was maybe 1:30. I think I got home like right at 2 o'clock. Had a couple more business calls to take and a couple orders to put in and just kind of shift around, but I got dressed out and I think I was at the gym little after 2:30. Did my final workout for the week and then, like I said, I stopped at Bulbazona on the way home, grabbed the tea. I just talked to Tiffany. She's still at the dorm. They're still moving Bryce. She said that everything is taking longer. The trip up took longer because of traffic due to an accident. The parking lot that is right outside Bryce's dorm that we parked at when we first moved him in is closed. So she had to park in the parking garage with everybody else. So she had to park on the second floor. So now she has to go up and down stairs or up and down an elevator. And it's moving day, which means it's busy. There's a line for the elevator. There's a line for the blue push carts. It's just busy. So everything is just taking longer. So it's 3:30 now. She's thinking they should be able to get on the road by 4. Which means they won't be here till about 3:30, 6:30, or later. Honestly, if there's traffic on the way down, it'll be longer. But with no traffic, it's 2.5 hours door to door. So I'm going to edit the vlog so far, what I have right now so far, and then I'm gonna move over here and play some marathon and stream on Twitch. So I just pinged my buddy Devin to let him know that that's the plan, that I should be on in about 30 minutes or so. And then we're going to stream until Tiffany, Sierra, and Bryce come home. So you're up to speed. About 6:40, I just wrapped up the live stream. I did 2.5 hours. Phenomenal marathon stream. Got some contracts done, leveled up. I just love that game. I just wish I had more time to play it. I absolutely love the game. But wrapped it up. I thought the Tiffany and the kids were closer than they are, but they're still about 30 minutes away. Tiffany said ETA was 7 p.m. It's 6:40 now, and it says they're about 30 minutes away, give or take. So they should be arriving here in about, right a little after 7 o'clock. So I'm just going to chill here, watch some vlogs while I wait their arrival. I'll have the garage door open, obviously, so I will pause, and the next clip you see should be of Bryce.
He's here. He's here.
Oh, you?
Wow, you're waiting.
Suck.
Why do I
should have
suck?
thrown that.
What?
Why does he suck?
He got to stream and lolly dolly around.
Woo! What's up, Shaggy? We're home, baby. Look at that hair. That is the longest I think I've ever seen it. Yeah.
I mean,
Since the middle part.
in that hairstyle, yeah.
Even then, I think I have more hair on my head right here than the middle part is. I've gotten a cut since spring break. Right on spring break, because I got it right before going to Mexico. But I got an appointment tomorrow.
You know, you made an appointment?
Yeah.
Gotta fresh
What are
up
you
for
doing?
the
Are you
for the
doing
birthday.
like your normal fade?
Just, normal. I just kind of
Keeping
want
it
to.
long though, or?
Nah, I want to. Well, I don't know. I honestly really liked what I had in Mexico. Where I was editing that vlog, I was like, okay, dude, my hair was on fleek.
Look at that mop, dude. I saw the picture.
I also haven't shaved the face in a while. The sideburns are coming in, but I'm gonna shave all of this.
You got the green shirt on too. Like that's
He's literally
full on Shaggy.
After my birthday, I'm gonna shave my face and just let it go baby face again.
Baby face.
Yeah. No, you know what's funny is.
Maybe for your birthday, you should at least clean it
Oh
up.
no, I'm gonna clean this up, but I'm gonna shave all of it when I just for summer. I was thinking about doing a buzz cut for summer,
No.
but I was like,
Reset. Just a reset.
no, I'll do it.
It'll
I'll do it
take-
soon.
Yeah, it's
I
the
think,
thing.
like-
hit it one time and then you just regrow it back.
Yeah, I don't think this summer, but one of these summers. Bro, it's just nice to like.
I don't want to.
It literally feels like a reset.
Please, Dad, no. You remember my reaction last time.
I know.
I can't.
It's just
I
a
can't
reset. That's why I hit reset.
No, Dad, that's because once you're at the age where once you buzz it, you're just not gonna grow hair back.
I should have showed this before we started unloading, but this was completely full. 2 big suitcases, 1 small suitcase. He's got his hamper with coffee, his toiletries. This is like a toilet bag. And then the longboard we already pulled out. And he took another big bag in as well. So yeah, this thing was absolutely packed. 1 seat down. Sierra probably sat there. Tiffany, or I don't know, maybe Tiff was in the back seat. I don't know. But yeah, absolutely full. Tiff's around 4. So obviously everyone got home a little late, 7 o'clock. We're using up the rest of the pork, almost, well, a little bit more. I'll take some with me to work. Probably do some barbecue or something like that. But we're kind of basically doing Mexican. The kids did nachos. Tiffany made some tostadas. I made a tostada. I'm using some Los Muertos sauce that I got from the farmer's market last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, just doing our thing. Bryce's first meal home, pork nachos. He didn't get any of the pork last week. He wasn't here, but there's leftovers, so we saved him some.
Mad at you for not getting me that brisket.
We gotta do another one. Hey, you know what? It's actually cheaper. It's $5.89 a pound. Went down 10 cents. I was looking.
Bryce will like these.
Oh yeah, M&M.
Peanut butter? Oh, ice cream sandwich.
Well, I would like it too, but
Doesn't fit her.
so I have my special dessert. Just have to make sure.
140 calories. Can't waste your calories on that.
No, that's
Oh.
my dessert comes to about that, but I get 12 grams of
You
protein.
get protein with your dessert
I
too.
get 12 grams of protein and not that much sugar.
Cinnamon churro. Oh.
These were all the things.
Wow.
The was it Fat Boys, that brand? The signature, those ones were good.
Yeah, he ate all those. He tried one of these last night. They're like
Too
brownie.
chocolatey for me.
I had
Love when you come home.
these have been in forever. They're so fine.
Oh yeah.
I ate one this morning.
How are those on that?
I was
Gross?
like, when I was organizing it,
Is
I
that
was
what
like,
you have for your dessert for you or no?
oh yeah, I just,
Dark chocolate, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, they're not bad.
It's a new month, which means fresh batch of King's Toast coffee. Just got my shipment in today, and it was roasted on 5/4, which is a Thursday if I remember correctly, and today's the 7th. No, wait, 5/4 was Monday. Yeah, Taco Tuesday was Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, this was roasted on Monday, and it's here on my door on Thursday. From Long Island. Isn't that crazy? KingsCoastCoffee.com. Use code Clintus. Save 10%. Or at the very least, if you do the subscription, leave a comment on one of their social posts like Clintus sent me. And just like that, Bryce is back for the summer. We have him for 4 whole months because it's only May 7th. So we have him for May, June, July, and he doesn't move into his apartment till August 20th. August 20th. There you go. So yeah, we pretty much got him for 4 months. No plans for tomorrow as of right now. That could change, of course, but no plans for tomorrow. Saturday's his birthday. Sushi dinner for sure, and then Mother's Day on Sunday, barbecue, grill out at me and my papa's house. So action-packed weekend, but we're kicking it off tomorrow with a live stream. So stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for it. Should be around 4 o'clock-ish my time, give or take. But I'll share it as much places as I can when I go live. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do hope you had a great day yourself. If you're new here, I do this each and every day. Documenting my life, sharing it here on YouTube. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Log on.